do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys the next video in my series called Must Have Must Gags. And today, yeah, that's what I'm bringing you guys. So I told myself I'd never come on camera again without recording my looks, because lately you guys have been loving the looks that I've been bringing, and I did it again. I'm sorry. I truly wasn't planning on putting makeup on today. I've been having an allergic reaction all over my face, so I've been like kind of teeter-tottering on the days that I put makeup on, and then both of my computers were being used up doing something, whether it was downloading or rendering a video or converting files. So I started playing in my collection with items that I hadn't used. So on my lids is a glitter, pressed glitter from Give Me Glow. In my crease, I used a combination of Project Pan colors from my Lorac Pro 2 and some of the new Elixir mattes. So kind of getting an opinion on a bunch of new singles. Lips, I have Kat Von D's lips. Is this the Kat Von D one? Yeah, I have the Kat Von D lipstick in plain 9. I like it. This look on camera pulls more green, but in person it's more blue. So I did earlier have a blue lipstick on, but yeah, you know, because it pulls green on the camera, I switched my lip. So yeah, sorry. If you guys want a tutorial, let me know. I'll add it to the list of Instagram tutorials that I need to film. So yeah, and I'm actually filling my hair right now. I literally just took out all of my twist, and for once a twist out actually doesn't look half bad. So yeah, we are gonna get into it. I've already talked for three minutes. I need to shut up. Let me scoot over and let us begin. This is a Friday night. Typically, well, now it's Saturday morning, and your girl has to go to work for a full 9 or 8 hour day tomorrow. So we are gonna get through these pretty quickly. I do have a lot of things, so yeah. Viseart released 2 new eyeshadow palettes. They're called the Warm Edit and the Rose Edit. It has 12 shadows in each palette, and they're $39. I like the color schemes, but I don't like all of the shadows in each palette. Viseart also, I think I'll be talking about it a little bit later, but Viseart also released single pans. Like, they released singles, and they also released a palette that you can fill with singles. So if these come out as singles, I might scoop up some of these just because I like the colors, but it all depends. I'm starting to curate my singles collection a little bit more than I have in the past. Fenty has sneak peeked a teaser of some new Gloss Bomb shades. It looks like she has a bunch of more shades coming out. I still only have the first Gloss Bomb, and I still have not gotten through that one. It was in a Project Pan last year, and I got pretty far. I'm almost like halfway through, and that was with me using it on and off every day in my book bag, like at work and school. So they last pretty long. Artist Couture has shown more shades for their diamond lights. They'll be releasing on the 21st. It looks like there's going to be 5 shades: Diamond, Bronze, Golden Hour, Spotlight, Glitz, Icy Girl, and Nubella. I honestly didn't even know they had these, to be quite honest. I don't even know what they are. I'm assuming they're highlighters, because that's what Artist Couture is known for. But like I said, I didn't even know they had these, and none of these will really look super unique to my collection. But these aren't the best swatches, so maybe after I get some better swatches and kind of look into my collection a little bit more, I will see if any of these are new or not. Pat McGrath has sneak peeked some liquid item. People are speculating that it might be a foundation, maybe even a primer. She hasn't really shown any real more information from that, and this was sneak peeked at the Met Gala. Touch of Glam has been releasing, like I said earlier, a lot of these shifty duochrome shadows. I'll be talking about a couple in this episode. The first one I'm going to be talking about is called So Fetch. just like all the other ones, this one is beautiful and I would love to add that to my collection. They just recently, I want to say today, sneak peeked, hold on, and they also sneak peeked this one right here, and it's called Through the Looking Glass. And this is another, oh wait, I'm confused. No, so she's saying that she released, I think this, oh, Through the Looking Glass is like the collection, and the two shades that she's talking about is Oratory and So Fetch, which are soft iridescents, As If, Booyah, and Getting Jiggy, Through the Looking Glass are all sparkling multi-shifters. So I'm going to do my best to get pictures of all of those colors that I've just talked about. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to want to purchase all of them. Like I said, I'm trying to do better when it comes to singles, but Touch of Glam is one of my weak points when it comes to single shadows, and I tend to purchase everything that they release. But I'm still waiting on a shipment. I've made one order from them and I'm still waiting for that to actually ship. And until that ships, I'm not going to make another order from them. Touch of Glam has also released the Spellbound bundle. I believe this is an older bundle that they just restocked. This bundle doesn't really intrigue me as much as the iridescent colors, and I'm not going to try and force it to intrigue me. So I'm going to keep going. Physicians Formula has released a Rose All Day line. It looks like they have a highlighter, maybe a couple highlighters, and some sprays and stuff. I'll be interested to see the full line. I probably won't get anything, like this highlighter doesn't speak to me the way it speaks to other people. And I think in addition, I've realized how many gold highlighters I have, gold and bronze highlighters, and I'm just like, sis, you don't need any more. What brand is this? This is, oh, Cleo Beauty has sneak peeked and fully revealed their latest palette, which is Rise palette. I will have it on the screen. This is a smaller indie brand. As you guys know, I focus on indie brands in this series, and it's cute, but it's not my cup of tea. It's a little too neutral for me. It does have beautiful pops of color, that beautiful blue, that beautiful purple, that beautiful those two beautiful corally shades, and even that mustardy shade. I really do enjoy all the colors, and Trophy actually looks to be a really dark green. All very unique. I really do enjoy the color combination, but it's just not my cup of tea. I don't like the fact that all the mattes are very neutral, and that black with glitter in it, I can't handle it. I know it's a matte with glitter. I don't like them. I don't. Bitter Lace Beauty has released, I want to say, how many have they released? They released 4 new sparkling glittery highlighters. These look very, very pretty. Just like everybody else, I am gooing and gawing over these. Will I pick one up? I truly don't know. What would be more unique to my collection would be that green one. Which I'm assuming is Yellow Diamond. So that yellower one would be unique. I don't have a highlighter like that. I do have the Kat Von D single that I use as a highlighter, but yeah, it's a very pretty collection. I'm not rushing to get it, but if you are interested, by all means. Let me see if I can get a price. So they call them diamond transformers, so they might not necessarily be actually highlighters, and they cost $18 each. Not terrible, depending on how much product you get in it. Midas Cosmetics has fully revealed their new what is the name of this, Flower Bomb palette, and this reminds me of a brand's palette that I still have not actually pulled the trigger on purchasing. Let me figure out the name of that brand, and I will have it on the screen as well. It is Femery Cosmetics. It was a more condensed version of this Midas palette, but same color scheme, same difference, if you will. Will I be purchasing it? Probably not. Probably for the same reason that's holding me back from purchasing the other one, and it's that there's no, oh, well, there is real depth. I have no reason not to purchase this. It's interesting. I love the bright colors. I love the springtime. I might go ahead and purchase this. I really might. You get, what, 21 shades only for $29. There are pressed glitters, which highly annoy me, but it's a very, very pretty palette. Yeah. I might pre-order this. Next we have, oh, not pre-order because I'm on my no buy, but I might order that. Next, Peach Co Beauty has revealed their latest palette. And what is the name of this palette? This palette is called Dreamer in Nature. It's a pretty palette. I love that really dark purple, the nice pink, the nice green. That's it. And I have those shades, so it's gonna be a pass for me, but I enjoy seeing that. Dior has released a new face palette, or will be releasing a new face palette in their Backstage collection. Everybody loved the first face palette, but I passed because I knew I couldn't get use out of all the shades. This new face palette looks like I could, and there is a peachy highlighter. I might need to look at this, swatch this obsessively, and decide if I need it or not. Pat McGrath released this photo. She said that this is her inspiration, and it says, "In the beginning, Adam and Eve" by Diminici 1626, and she hashtagged it Pat McGrath Labs inspiration coming soon. So I have no idea what that means. I am very intrigued to see what she takes this and brings forth to us, but I truly love Pat McGrath's line. I haven't tried everything that she's released, but of the things that I have tried, I have enjoyed. So I am extremely interested to see what becomes of that. Folklore Beauty, I have talked about a couple of their eyeshadows before. They have released some highlighters, and these look beautiful. They look very metallic, very smooth. They look really, really pretty. The only one that could really bring any uniqueness, any more depth into my collection would be that really dark pink one. Am I gonna rush to get it? No, but if it happens to be in my cart when I press check out, will I be mad? No, ma'am. Next, Max Up the Makeup has released their second palette. This one is Ready Set Summer. That's the name of the palette. This is a pretty palette, but once again, I don't like that all of the mattes are stuck with warm mattes. I don't tend to reach for warms very, very often. I am more of a cool tone lover. So yeah, and I'm saying this not because the palette is bad, but just my preference is what I should be bringing into my collection. I'm sure enough people are going to be getting this, and they're going to be creating so many looks that I'm going to want to recreate, and it's going to make me want to purchase this palette, but I am not going to purchase this palette. Next, ColourPop has released multiple things for their birthday. Right now, I'm only going to talk about the new launch of their Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks. A lot of people hate their Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks and even just their matte liquid lipsticks. And so they stopped purchasing them. I'm assuming their sales for that line went down, so they decided to reformulate it. I'm not about to jump on that boat. Maybe if enough people say it's good, better, then maybe, but until then, no ma'am. I am interested in, once again, the orangey color, although I was going through my liquid lipstick drawer and I found another orange that I need to look at to see if that'll actually do what I want it to do. But anyways, you can get the full set for $58 or $7 for each liquid lipstick. Juvia's Place has released their Coral eyeshadow palette. I was so excited for this palette. I haven't purchased any coral eyeshadows yet. I don't even think I have any coral themed eyeshadows in my collection at all. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. And so this would have really brought some variety, some depth, some newness into my collection. I am not going to be purchasing this palette. You get those two bright orangey corally shades and then maybe that one shimmer, so maybe three overall that intrigue me. Everything else is just boring, and I'm not saying that's bad. I feel like Juvia's Place has started off, they started off bringing us a lot of color, a lot of unique color combinations that were up my alley, and now it's time for some other people who may have not been up to such colorful color schemes to have a chance. So that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I will not be purchasing that palette. Next, the Nabla Cosmetics Secrets palette. I I don't know how to feel about this palette. I look at the actual palette and I am highly disappointed. You get those two shades in the top row, that is the red metallic and the pink, and then you get the three greens in the middle row, and that's it when I look at just the palette. Then when I look at the swatches, you see so many different colors. You see the blue shimmer, you see all the green teals I was talking about, you see those pinks, but you also see some more nuances in some of the other mattes that may have looked brown in the pan, but in swatch they don't. I have a Nabla palette. I even have Nabla singles, and thus far I have not been wowed or wooed by any of those items. I do intend to kind of go back and see, you know, whether it may have been the primer when I was using them, because I have gone through different phases with different primers, whether it was the techniques that I was using at that time. So I am going to be kind of going through what I already have from this brand, from the swatches, not the pigmentation level, because I know that's trash. I know the pigmentation level is not where it's actually at, but from the actual color arrangements that I see in the swatches, I'm intrigued. But I am gonna wait, one, for reviews, and two, until I go back to the Nabla Cosmetics items that I already have and see if I can get the formula to work, or if it was literally just me at the time. So we will see. VE Cosmetics has released their Only Magic palette. This is pretty. I love the purples, I love the greens, I love the blue. Like, I love different aspects, but it's not a palette that I'm like dying to get into my collection. It is only 24 pounds, and they did give a code to get money off, but as of right now I am going to pass. A collection that I haven't talked much about, I think I might have talked about two of the other palettes, I don't know. Rude Cosmetics extended their lingerie collection with this palette called Wild Nights. I actually like this palette. I love the greens, the warm, I like this palette, I do. This one is only $17.50. I've never made a purchase from Rude Cosmetics, so I've never tried the formula. Of course, you do have your neutrals, you have your gray, your black, and this is an all matte palette. I am intrigued. Once again, I'm not rushing to get this palette, but I would not be mad if I brought this into my collection and tested it out to see how it is. A brand that I have already reviewed on my channel during an indie week, and I haven't been able to purchase anything else because they've kind of been on hiatus for a while, is Igneous Cosmetics. They have been sneak peeking some new eyeshadows that they intend to release, and I will have all of the swatches above. It's 4 shadows that she has swatched out thus far. You have a light tealy color, you have a green, like a murky brown green, and then a lighter green. They do tend to focus in on greens, blues, and purples. Do they have blues? Yeah, greens, blues, and purples. I have a bunch of singles from them, and I have 3 of their palettes. I reviewed them all some way, somehow. I might pick up that brownie green, not that I don't have it in my collection, but it's just an interesting color. But I would like to do some more looks with that brand because I really did enjoy their palettes. Specifically, the palettes were even a better formula than their singles, so I could already see the growth in the brand from that. And so I just want to show them some even more love. So hopefully soon I'll be able to give them a feature, not a feature, but I'll be able to do another video on their singles that I already have. Fenty Beauty Cosmetics has released their first eyeshadow palette, and the name of this palette is, they haven't said what the name of the palette is. I feel like that's weird. Anyways, it's a very warm toned palette. Once again, I don't use very many warm tones. Like if I do, it's once in a blue moon. So I am gonna pass on this, but very pretty. For looking at their Instagram, it looks like they had singles before, so maybe I'll look to see if any of the singles are up my alley, and if they are, I might scoop up one or two of them. Beauty Bakery released a new eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadow palette is very, very cool toned, and don't get me wrong, I do enjoy cool toned, but it's like gray cool tone, and I haven't gotten to the point where I feel comfortable doing like purple grays on my eyes. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, it's not screaming to me, so I am going to pass. Yeah. Elixir Beauty Cosmetics is releasing some eyeshadows. No, they've already released eyeshadows. This is a brand review. This is a new brand. I've never seen them before. It looks like they do a lot of singles. So I'm excited to kind of look through their single collection to see if anything would be unique. It looks like they also have lipsticks and some loose products, some loose glitters, maybe even some loose highlighters. So I'm excited to look at this brand, and in case you are wanting to try a new brand, I wanted to let you guys know. Huda Beauty has released her new setting spray, and I've already seen it in stores. I actually went to a Sephora today, and I didn't try it. I looked at it and was like, go over there and try it, and I didn't. Anyways, I'm interested in actually purchasing this. I don't have very many setting sprays, and I go through my setting sprays pretty quickly. I'm actually using a rotation of 2 different setting sprays right now, which leaves me only what, 4 really over there. So, and I only have really 1 mattifying setting spray. It was actually the first setting spray that I purchased, full size. The first full size setting spray I purchased is the Boscia. I really do enjoy this, and that's why I still have it, because I didn't want to finish it up and have to repurchase. Smart, right? Anyways, I would love to try this setting spray. It's apparently waterproof and ultra matte finish. I need an ultra matte finish, especially summer coming up, so I'm interested to try that out. Blush Tribe is releasing a new eyeshadow palette to apparently replace their Blossom eyeshadow palette. I was not a huge fan of that palette, so I would love to see what the new color scheme is, and potentially if there's a better formula in those eyeshadows. I didn't think that the Blossom eyeshadow palette had a really good formula coming from Blush Tribe, which is why I decluttered it, and it's supposed to be going to a friend. I promise I will send it to you. I promise it's coming. I'm just a little low on funds right now, but it's coming. Next, Silva Beauty has sneak peeked that they're going to be releasing some Suvax Boo Boo. I don't know. May 22nd. It looks to be like a highlighter of some sort. It looks to be a very purpley pink highlighter. I do have those in my collection, so it has to be something really, really unique. I have the ABH Dream palette, which is basically that color scheme, so it has to be something pretty unique for me to pick it up. Next is something that had a lot of people talking this last couple of weeks, and it is the Morphe Such a Gem 39S palette. Now, I will say this palette did have me do a double take. It did have me stop to think, like, would I actually purchase this? This is 39 eyeshadows, but 39 eyeshadows, and it costs $35. For me, that's just a little too big of an eyeshadow palette. That's actually why I'm giving that same friend, I'm giving her my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It's just too many colors. When I go in that palette, I only look for 4 really, and it's just, long story short. But For people who think that this eyeshadow palette is too big but they still want to buy this color scheme from Morphe, I recommend this eyeshadow palette. It reminded me that this was a palette that they released earlier, and I was actually slightly intrigued by this. I don't know if I'm gonna actually purchase the smaller version eyeshadow palette. I may, who knows. But that palette is actually only available on the Morphe website, and I don't think I've ever purchased from Morphe's website, so we will see. But yeah, just in case you didn't want the really big one, I would recommend this smaller one. Basically the same color scheme, just a little bit more condensed. Jouer has revealed their summer collection, and it's got me side-eyeing them. So they have two glitter toppers, no, two lip glosses that are like duochrome situations. I don't care. They have a blush bouquet duo, which probably won't work on my skin. Well, actually, it might. It might. So they have a blush bouquet duo, which is intriguing. But the thing that really had me stop and think was that eyeshadow palette. I'm very surprised. I've never been really intrigued by Jouer eyeshadow palettes, like maybe one or two shades in them, but not the full color scheme. I am intrigued by this color scheme. The eyeshadow palette is $34. I know that Jouer doesn't tend to sell out very often, so I'm not rushing to get this, but I probably will purchase this. And even if it sells out from Sephora, Beautylish will still have it, because Beautylish still has their like foiled eyeshadow palette from like 2 holidays ago. So I'm interested in the blush bouquet and the eyeshadow palette. The blush bouquet is $30, and I think that the darker blush could be like a shimmery blush on me, and then the lighter blush could be a highlighter. So that could be very interesting because they're both like a peachy tone, and I don't have a peach highlighter. So I'm intrigued. Trixie Mattel Cosmetics has released their first item, maybe even the first 2 items, which is a bullet lipstick, which is a bright pink, and some glitter, very chunky glitter at that. I'm not really impressed or intrigued by either of those items, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. Jen Love Reviews actually sneak peeked this first for me, and it is the Ipsy and Tetris collab. The eyeshadow palettes, they're okay. She has done swatches, so I'll try and get some swatches up for you guys as well. But they're okay. That's pretty much all I have to say. The lipsticks look very interesting. Or are they even lipsticks? I feel like they're lip balms. They're lip glosses. Yeah, and another thing that would make me hesitate is I have a feeling I would have to buy from Ipsy's website, and I don't know if they let people who aren't members buy from their website, so I don't know. I might do a whole pass on that website or on that collection, but we will see. Lethal Cosmetics has finally released their new collection called the Awakening Collection. I did reference this in my last Must Have My Gag, but yeah, now we have the actual collection displayed, and it has released? Yeah, it has released yesterday on the day that you guys are watching this video. They are very interesting colors. I'm interested in like the Void and the Helios, but these are once again colors I already have, so I don't know if I'm actually going to purchase anything from this brand. I hear really good things, but I already have eyeshadows that I speak very good things from, so I'm trying to control my inner makeup demon. Juvia's Place has fully revealed their color range, their shade range for their foundation and their concealers. They have 42 shades in their I Am Magic foundation with 4 different undertones costing $20. Then they have their concealers. They're gonna have 24 concealers costing $14 each. I'm impressed. I can say that they have definitely focused in on darker and tanned skin. Pale girls on this line, it looks low-key kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, This is the one brand that's done that in my opinion. So is it okay? Am I mad? Okay, so yeah, I'm interested to see some reviews. I will not be purchasing this foundation. You guys know I am trying to get through my foundations, lower the amount that you can see right there. I have like 4 or 5 in rotation right now, so I'm just trying to get through some foundations. I don't need to bring any more into my collection, even though I've bought 2 recently. M Cosmetics has sneak peeked another shade in this heart-shaped pan. I'm intrigued to see what this is. That first shade really had me on my knees, but this one has me really like second guessing what is going to happen with this collection, whatever. So I'm intrigued. Like I said, we will see whether I purchase it or not. The last time I had very bad results on purchasing, and I know with my bad luck they're gonna release this in June and I won't be able to purchase it because I won't be here. So yeah. A new palette has been released by Lorac. It's called the Neon Lights palette. This is a very pretty palette. It's not a true rainbow, but it kind of wants to be a rainbow. I'm okay. I'm okay. And I'm glad that I am okay. Lime Crime seems to be releasing a new product. It looks to be some liners. I'm intrigued. I'm hoping that these are going to be released in singles, not in kits like Fenty did, because if these come in singles, I might scoop a couple of these up. I really love these type of liners for doing more graphic looks, and they really bring something to your look. So I'm intrigued. In that lime green, the blue, those two from the hand that was swatched, those two are really calling to me, but I'm sure I'll find some more. Next, ColourPop fully revealed their like dedicated birthday collection, and let's talk about the biggest item in this collection, which is the eyeshadow palette. For me, this eyeshadow palette just does not show any true depth. I know they have that one like burgundy-esque red, and then every other red is like a little bit more poppy, but when you're comparing the depth of this palette on a lighter complexion to a darker complexion, this palette just does not seem like it's going to show any true depth to me. This is the first palette in this color scheme that has truly disappointed me. The other ones I've been able to like talk myself out of, say you already have this here, that, and the third, but this one truly disappointed me. I am highly interested to see what the ladies at Beauty News say about this palette, because they've been asking for a red palette, specifically not Haley but the other girl, Kat has specifically been asking for a red palette, or was that Haley? One of them asked for a red palette from ColourPop, so I'm intrigued to see what they will say about it. But to me, that really dark burgundy red bottoms is not dark enough. I really wish that was dark enough. And then the difference between Home Slice and Like It's Hot does not look very much. It looks a little too monochromatic for my dark skin. If they had fixed those, I would have purchased this, because I don't have a red tone palette. Like, who has that? Or a palette with a red color scheme. So I'm hoping that other brands will start to bring some palettes out there, because I don't, and I don't have very many reds, so it'd be something different to my collection. But right now, this palette just does not seem very depth worthy to me, and because it's only 9 shades, I feel like they could have brought more depth. Everything else is kind of here nor there. The only other thing that I may purchase, just like if I was already making an order, was the Super Shock Shadow. That is an interesting shade. But other than that, there's nothing really intriguing me about that collection. Terra Moon Cosmetics has released 2 extreme multi-chromes. Multi-chromes, as you guys know, has become the really hot thing when it comes to indie brands. So almost every indie brand has released multiple multi-chromes at this point. I am intrigued by these, but right now I don't need them. And I've never tried this brand, so I would like to try this brand. But we will see. We will see how it goes from there. Persona Cosmetics has sneak peeked that she's coming out with her second palette. I didn't purchase the first one, mainly just because the color scheme wasn't fully intriguing me. I hear great things about the formula, so I'm hoping I'll be intrigued about this next palette, and then maybe I'll feel the need to purchase it. Too Faced has released a new little tin palette. It's called the Shake Your Pom Poms palette. It's cute. It's a perfect, you know, travel palette for anybody traveling. You get your neutrals, your two pops of color, the little coral and the green. It's not something that I would need, but I think it's a very cute palette, and it'll work for some people who like to travel and like mini palettes. Love Lux Beauty released Sprinkle Trichromes. Hello. I actually wanted to purchase, I still want to purchase that highlighter trio, which I think I can use in an actual face palette. And one or two of these might end up in my cart as well. So yeah, I am intrigued. I think the Rocks, yeah, Rocks and Fira and maybe Muse. I think those three would be really nice. Everything except for Riven, I think that's the only one that isn't truly unique to me, but the other ones are very interesting, and I might go ahead. Kristen Lee has sneak peeked two more multi-chromes. I believe I have all of her multi-chromes to date. I think. I'm not sure. I need to go back on her Etsy page, but I love Kristen Lee Cosmetics. I have done multiple videos about her brand on my channel, and yeah, I'm just happy to see her grow. I'm hoping soon she'll bring out some mattes. I know mattes are kind of hard and difficult for indie brands to create and formulate, but I would love to see her bring out some mattes to go along with her beautiful shimmers, metallic, glittery shades, and now multi-chrome. Okay guys, we have officially hit the 40-minute mark. I've had to stop my camera twice. I think that's all the items that I wanted to truly talk about. Or actually, let me just talk about this just super quickly. Amy Hart's Amy Hart's Beauty has come out with their birthday collection, so I guess they're turning 1 or whatever their year is. It looks like they were inspired by the LGBTQ plus community. This will be releasing June 14th. It's interesting. They have something in pots. They have some, I think, lip products, and then they have a palette. I still have never purchased from Amy Hart's Beauty, but you never know what may come from a random purchase. Oh, I didn't talk about it. Melt is finally in Sephora, and being in Sephora, they have brought both their Gemini and their Smoke Session palette. I'm now thinking about potentially buying both of them and making like an all neutral palette and an all green palette. I don't know if it'll actually work because I hear the shadows are super crumbly, so I don't know if I want to take that chance. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. This was a pretty long one, and you know, that's real nice, seeing as I have to wake up to go to work in about 7 hours, not even, maybe 6. But it's okay, you know, I'm young-ish, so I should survive. But yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. I'm sorry if I wasn't like dying for any products or lusting after any products. Right now, like I said, I'm on a no buy. I have recorded the video. This will be going up Sunday. The no buy video, I think I have it planned out that it's actually gonna go up the first week in June. I know I've been telling you guys I was gonna kind of explain why I'm on the no buy, but it makes sense to have it going up on that week, and I already have enough things pre-uploaded right now that it just, yeah, Anyways, so my explanation will be coming up soon. I have, don't get me wrong, started to build carts for certain brands, pick certain singles that I would like to bring in my collection. So I will be doing stuff like that, but all in moderation, all in due time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, let me know if you want me to do this eye look again. I can, I just need to know. Let me know if you want to purchase any of the items that I've talked about. I would love to hear reviews from you guys. When I ask you guys to let me know how items are, I truly mean it. Please DM me, let me know how they are. Please comment in a video that it has nothing to do with, to let me know how the product was for you. And if you truly want to see me review a certain item, let me know that down below as well. I do take that into consideration. I don't believe I have done that yet for my channel, where I bought something that I truly did not want to buy for my channel, but I did just want to let you guys know that. Oh, one other update and then I swear I'm done. I did swatch the MAC Aladdin collection, and I swatched both the bronzer and the highlighter. The highlighter, it was okay. It was a goldy highlighter, and the bronzer did not work on my complexion, so I did not purchase either. And when I was in the Sephora, they didn't have the CoverX duos, so I still have not determined whether I'm gonna purchase those or not. But yeah, okay, I'm done. I swear I'm gonna stop talking. I need to take this makeup off, do my hair, and go to bed. So yeah, it has been real, y'all. Peace.